we'll do that next. I'll put missiles on our A-wings, and instead of like flying and attacking each other, we'll each take turns dodging a missile. That really makes you good at turning. Like once you figure it out, like once you kind of get to the point where you can dodge an advanced missile at full speed from an A-wing that's like fully discharged into engines, and with like a 10-second lock, those are not easy to get around. But you know, if you win one or two of those, you're pretty much at the peak of your ability to turn your craft, because that's like dogfighting a full speed A-wing. So I'll go first. So what we'll do is I'll get kind of close enough to you, and then I'll turn around and fly away from you.
So you're going to shoot a missile at me first?
I'll have you shoot at me first. Okay, I have a 2.3, so I'm going to turn around. So go ahead and, lock one on me. Go at like standard speed, maybe a 3-second red lock. That's like a typical AI lock. Okay. Nope. Too late. Okay, so what I usually do here, I'm going to go ahead and launch one here at you. So turn around. Okay, I'll get a 3-second standard lock at standard speed. What you're going to want to do is target the missile and hit it. Oh, it hit the asteroid.
Hit the asteroid?
Alright, I'll get some distance so I don't launch you at you too quickly here.
So advanced missiles, you have to approach them head on, right? Basically.
Advanced missiles, the problem is the head-on ones are easy. You know, it's when you're trying to dodge one that's coming at you from a different angle. So when that gets to 0.5, that's when you want to cut hard. Gotcha. It's not easy to do at first, but once you kind of get the hang of it with a 3-second lock, it's really like me. I like to cut hard to the right. I find that helps me more than any other direction.
So should I lock you now?
Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
No! I had missiles on, not guns. Alright, I gotta launch one at you. Alright, so yeah, about 0.5, that's when you wanna juke.
And do you need to redirect to engines for that?
I usually don't. I don't really mess with my settings at all. I just you just gotta like turn. You gotta turn hard and keep your eye on the missile target. If it's turning towards you, you certainly don't want to try to turn towards it. You know, because it's coming at you close range. Oh, to get you.
Yeah, I was gonna shoot it, but
yeah, escaping it's the first part of the challenge, and then the second part of the challenge is being able to shoot it down.
So do I lock you now?
Go ahead.
Sounds like a 2.5 second lock, I guess. I should actually look at you and see what you're doing.
Got him. Okay, lock one more on me and kill me.
Another like 3-second lock.
You can soft lock it. I'm not gonna steer out of the way. It's just to make sure that the scores stay even. So what I do find as well is if I get turned around on the missile so that I'm turned towards it, I tend to accelerate to full speed so that if it does try to come around on me, it misses again.
Alright.
Alright, here's one at standard speed, 3-second AI lock. Yep, missed that one. Got it. Alright. Yeah, if you want to keep, dude, if you want to keep practicing, I'll just keep getting some distance here, and I'll keep launching them.
Huh, so 0.5, that's the trick for advanced missiles?
Yeah, pretty much for almost anything.
Because like, for regular missiles, I usually like let them get up to like 0.2, and I usually have no problem evading them.
Oh yeah, sometimes they can get like closer. But if you always start your evasion maneuvers at 0.5, you'll typically get missed by most warheads. Advanced missiles being the hardest, anything else you can go a little bit further. Like to me, an advanced missile, if I let that thing get to 0.4 before I start my turn because I'm not paying enough attention, I'm dead. But as long as I don't let it get to now any other missile, yeah, 0.3, 0.2, something like that. So there's a little bit longer of a lock, but still same speed. Nice. Alright, we'll try bumping up the skill level a little bit.
So the dreaded 10-second lock.
No, I'm not going to hit you with long lock yet. Those ones you really got to turn battle with it. But this one I'm just going to do at much higher speed, 180k. Alright, that's standard lock, but a much faster missile. Nice. Got it. Alright, we'll do one more of those, and then I'll start long locking you.
I guess when I was playing against the computer, I just waited too long. Like, I just treated them like normal missiles, and I waited until like 0.3, 0.2.
Yeah, that's a little too close for an advanced missile. That and the AIs, on hard mode, the AIs automatically go to full engines before they launch missiles at you. Because they can do that and still manage to fire their cannons.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go, gonna turn around. Alright, this one will be, we'll try a 5-second lock. Those are much like, it's more of a like, you have to be far more precise kind of a thing.
Although it felt a little bit slow to me, like maybe I almost feel like I wasn't reacting correctly on that one.
Okay. Alright, go ahead and go full engines and hit me with a 10-second lock.
Like 180 engine speed?
Yep.
Be close to 10 seconds.
Oh, I didn't change direction fast enough. So with those ones, those you can't get around on. Like they're gonna sit there right on your tail. Here, I'm gonna try and get close enough. Oh, I need to hit you.
So do you boost like engine power up to maximum?
Well, what I try to do is be able to take it at standard speed. I'm gonna get some distance and then I'll hit you with a long lock again. I try to take it at standard speed so that I can practice doing it like on the fly, because sometimes you're in the middle of a dogfight. Nice, got it to miss you. That's a big.
Oh,
it takes a lot.
It came around.
Yeah, it takes a lot just to dodge it. And then what you have to do is you have to constantly keep turn battling with it and use the trick that I taught you about, changing the direction of your turn. Because you have to watch it, and every time it starts to zero on you again, you have to like cut your turn in a different direction so that it'll miss. So you have to keep making it miss by a narrow margin. until but because it's moving so fast and tracking so hard, it'll break faster. You know, like it'll use up its 6K if you can get it to miss 3 or 4 times. You want to try some more of those?
Yeah, we could.
Alright, we'll just go straight to full speed 10-second locks and see if we can't beat 1 or 2 of them, and then that should be pretty good as far as turn battling goes. I mean, once you got it figured out, you kind of got it figured out.
Alright. Lock on me.
Okay. Gotta get up to speed. Alright. Incoming.
I was going too slow. Alright, should I do a 10-second lock on you?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm down to standard speed.
Oops.
Man! Can't seem to dodge it. You know what? I'm gonna have to let it get a little closer, I think. Nice dodge.
Oh,
Gotcha.
this one is coming around. So yeah, I think like what I did was I turned closer. I don't know, until maybe I was going like perpendicular to it, and then I boosted my speed back up, and I think that helps get it to skip around.
Wait, so you cut engine power too?
I cut to 1/3 throttle so I could like turn towards it, and then I boosted my throttle so I could kind of get out of the way. And
Right.
I think that's what's doing it. So should I get a lock on you?
Yeah, go ahead. I might give that a shot. I'm gonna try close proximity this time, but then I'm gonna try that. Oh man. All of a sudden I can't dodge them fast missiles no more.
Oh,
Almost wore it out. I saw it miss you about 4 or 5 times
yeah.
there. But yeah, with them, when they're coming that hard, you can't really get around on them. You just gotta. I'm gonna try to do this at standard 120, so I can do it at a bit slower of a speed. Oh. So I dodged that one a couple times, and yeah, you're right, man. I cut throttle, turned hard, and then accelerated to get it to miss. And then what I tried to do there was to change my direction every time I saw the missile face me, but that only worked twice. So I guess I still got a little bit of work to do. Oops, I gotta get up to 180. Incoming.
Oh, I saw that coming around to head, but I wasn't facing the right way.
Yeah. Yeah, once it faces you, it's like, oh shit, oh shit. It's coming
Yeah,
back.
it's like you gotta keep it kind of in the sweet spot where it still needs to turn to face you, but you have like enough of an angle.
Yeah. Like, I think what it is you gotta get around on it fast enough that when it does turn to face you, it's like, you have to like you can dodge a different direction so that it, like it's like a glancing miss every time.
Yeah.
Because it does, like, it moves your craft. It's that close to you. Oh, I can't seem to get back around on it.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw it get behind me. It's like, nope, I'm not gonna be able to make it in time.
From my point of view, that was kind of magical. It was like watching a marble spiral down one of those like spiral ramp things. Like it missed you by a mile first, and then like as you came around and it came around, it like kept spiraling inward and inward until it finally got like right on your tail and hit you. It's hard to dodge them fucking things. Well, that one dodge I got was by accelerating when it faced me, but man, not beating him.
Oh, I'm not feeling good about this. Oh.
Oh man, that thing is so fast and turns so hard.
Yeah, I was watching the size of the globes, and it's just like, I can see it coming around, and like once it got behind me, it's like, oh, I'm not gonna make it in time. Like 1/3 throttle is not good enough.
It's like a freaking Cobra strike. Like it like slowly whips its way around, and then as soon as it faces you, it like speeds up like a son of a bitch.
I don't know if that was 10 seconds before we're running out of time.
Ah! Yeah, we'll let it go ahead and expire.
Yeah, that's tricky.
It takes a bit of work to get up to like the full speed A-wing, like that oh my god. Just the guy and I were like just starting to get it when we did it before. And I managed to wear, like, both of us managed to wear one out, where we, like, let it chase us until it exploded. Neither of us could get around on one to shoot it down if it was going that fast.
Yeah. Well,
I think it might have something to do with knowing which direction it turns when it misses you. Like, I think what you gotta do is, like, if you cut right, and it misses you when you cut right, as soon as it misses you gotta immediately cut back left before it comes back around,
Yeah, maybe. It's just, the few times that I've ever, like, that'll help a lot, just avoiding advanced missiles in general, I think. Like, I didn't know that 0.5 was, like, kind of like the sweet spot distance.
Yep.
Because I've evaded them in, like, A-wings and TIE interceptors before, but they're super hard.
Oh yeah, especially when they're coming out of a TIE advance that's moving like 185.
Like, the only way that I've been able to avoid them is whenever I get an advanced missile on me and I cannot shoot it down. Like, usually that's what I try to do. I'll basically do an all-in, head-on, try to shoot it down before it hits me, because even if I'm taking laser fire, it's a lot less damage than I would take if I was taking a missile hit.
Yeah.
And if I cannot avoid it at that point, usually I would dump everything to engines and just go into a turn battle with it and try to come out ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose throttle could probably, or engine power could probably fix a lot of it, because I can't remember now whether or not Just a Guy and I were staying at standard A-wing speed trying to take it on at full speed. I think maybe we were cutting full speed and dodging it that way.